beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to the Asagao Academy. We are here with Shane, and we don't want his help winning our little, festival game. Well, what's with that face?
Yeah.
That was your game. Now let's go to mine. It was a game I played at many festivals with my dad. He always beat me as a kid, even when he was trying to let me win. One year I was fed up with losing, so I went to a festival and spent a small fortune honing my skills. Maybe it was all for this moment. Yours? The cork shooting game. I shifted the wheel under my right arm and used my other hand to push him forward.
No.
Hey, I can walk. Hurry it up! I didn't know they had this game. Here. Are you ready to watch a pro? Man, I knew this was embarrassing. Hiding a giggle underneath my sleeve, I got in line at the cork shooting booth. Shane joined me at my side. I looked back at him. Someone was coming up behind him, a silly smile on their face. When the mysterious person realized I saw them, they put a finger to their lips. Should I say something? Shane looked at me confused, following my eyes behind him, right as the person clapped him on the back. Rather hard, I might add. Bloody hell, Wallet. What was that for? I was trying to scare you.
No.
You know? You did. Now go away. I didn't know you were going with Hana. He waved at me and I returned it. I didn't know you were going by yourself, you fucking loser. I looked at Shane in alarm, but both boys had the biggest smiles on their faces.
Huzzah!
Did you tell Hana the last time you went out with a girl you choked on a piece of candy and almost died? If looks could kill. Hana, I promise that didn't happen.
Yeah!
It totally did. Ask anyone about it. No, you choked on a jawbreaker, then you threw up. Oh right, it was probably me since you don't ever go out with girls. Shane turned beet red in an instant and smacked Wallet's arm. He merely laughed, shielding himself from further assaults. Did you just come here and insult me?
Well...
Actually, I was trying to cut in line.
Bye.
Get out, scum. Shane shoved Wallet out of the line and he walked away, snickering. I didn't really understand their dynamic. I wasn't going to try to understand. He seemed kind of mean to you.
What?
Wallet? No way, he's a pretty cool guy. He was insulting you. That's just how we are, and everything was true. It's your turn. Oh! I scuttled up to the booth, clumsily opening the flap to my purse and taking out my money. Are you two playing together? We can do that? Of course, but it'll cost twice as much. I turned back to Shane, even more excited to play, but he was violently shaking his head. That obviously meant yes. Yeah, let's do it. I placed money on the counter and the worker exchanged it for 2 cork guns. Hana, I've never played this one. Shane hesitantly picked up the gun, staring at the marks on the wall opposite us. I got into position on the stool and scanned the orientation of the targets, calculating the fastest way I could shoot them. And go! That was sudden. Luckily, I was already prepared. My moves were fluid and swift. Shane's corks were flying everywhere but their targets. There was no way he could win. My eyes focused on a small white bullseye in front of me, but I could still hear Shane muttering a steady stream of curses under his breath. He was hitting a surprising amount of targets for his first try. I was rather impressed. I hit my last target and set down my gun. There were 12 seconds left. I was out of practice. I usually finish with 16 to spare. The buzzer rang and Shane put his gun down with a frown. Congratulations, Hana. He said it simply, then rose from his seat. Hey! Don't be so upset. No one usually does as well as you did on their first try. You're just saving face.
Seriously?
No, really. I waved to the booth attendant in thanks and she gave a small smile in return. She probably wanted to get the next people in line ready for their game. So, what's next? I looked up at him, but his attention was elsewhere. Then he turned to me. Was I really good for a beginner?
Yeah.
Yes, you play enough video games to have your hand-eye coordination translate to real life. You even hold a tournament with the other normal boots guides every year. All that practice really adds up. Right, the tournament. In a rush, I remembered he was the one who rejected me from participating. A storm of rocky memories cascaded into my skull. I bit my lip. Shane barely even wanted to come to the festival with me. He didn't want me in the tournament either. He just wanted to sketch me. What was I doing out here with him? Ready to head back? Did you get to do everything you wanted? Yeah, I'm fine. We shoveled back home again, cloaked in silence. It seemed a bit like Shane wanted to say something to me, Maybe he wanted to apologize, but he couldn't seem to work himself up to it. Finally, we stopped in front of Primrose's house. Well, thank you for coming with me. It was fun. Thanks for letting me draw you. Of course. I started back into the dorm only to feel something tug on my arm. Wait! I turned to face him again and my eyes fell into a flower in his hand. He held it up to me, its petals trembling as much as his hands. So adorable. Stop. I got this flower for you. It was the same flower he drew to ask me to the festival. I thought you would like it. Thank you, it's lovely. Shane smiled in response, and I was almost blinded with his radiance. He should really smile more often. But, Shane, were you holding on to this entire time?
Bye.
Anyway, good night. He turned on his heel and stalked away. I smiled to myself and headed into Primrose's house. Maybe there was more hope for us than I thought. That was cute. You are cute. I don't think you know that, but you are very cute. I did belong in the tournament. I was about to prove it to Shane. However, well, the flower festival went. Shane's stance hadn't changed. The others believed in me, so why didn't he? John saw my skills firsthand. Maybe it was time to show Shane too. Seeing is believing after all. Gripping my phone tightly, I walked into the classroom. It was empty, save for Shane, who was writing at his desk. He looked up at me, then avoided my eyes. It made me instantly second guess why I was in there. My feet felt like they were glued to the ground.
What's up?
Well, go on. You obviously have something to show me. Regret. I regretted coming in there. What was I going to do? Just show him how good I was at this popular phone game and expect that to work? Everyone played that game. Shane wasn't one to be easily impressed either. You're acting like I'm going to run away. I can't leave when you're blocking the door like that, you know. He made a hand motion to me, gesturing for me to approach and sit down. I did so in the seat next to his and wiped the sweat off my phone before starting up the game. I deserved to be in the tournament, Shane. Do you not believe, John? He sat his pencil onto his desk. His chair grated against the polished wood as he shuffled next to me. He exhaled heavily. Okay, I'm willing to see what you can do. I could feel my eyes go wide. This was a chance I needed. At my face brightening up, a reluctant grin appeared on Shane's face as well. Okay, while it's loading, I just want to say that I've been playing this game since it came out. Of course, its mechanics is pretty similar to all other Match 3S around there, but at least it's different enough to where I learned to change my playstyle to better fit the unique attributes of this game. So, Shane put a hand up and mouthed the word breathe.
No.
I don't need to know your credentials, Hana. Show me how good you are at the actual game. Okay, well, here I go, I guess. I pressed play and immediately my fingers were like electricity. It started me off at level 1, but the number quickly climbed and the timer bar began to decelerate faster. Around level 35 began to struggle. The time went down too quickly and I got stressed trying to keep it up. High score was no longer the priority, it was staying alive. Still, level 35 was very impressive. At level 39, Shane stopped me. I've seen enough, but I haven't lost yet. It's hard to watch. You're just getting single combos, so the games won't end. The tournament is about how far you can make it. It's purely score-based. Even an intermediate player knows to focus on score instead of time. Running out of time doesn't matter if you have enough points. There's no point in getting to higher levels if you're only getting 4 points every combo. All combo-based games are the same. Pinterest, Gemstone, burn bright, burn quick. I thought you understood at least the basics. I've seen all I need. You can't be in the tournament representing us like this. Besides, you're competing against someone in the tournament, not doing single player. He scooted his chair away. It was the most he'd ever spoken all at once. If he knew so much about Match 3S, why wasn't he playing them in the tournament? Okay, that makes sense. I started to leave. There was still a half hour until class, and Shane didn't seem interested in talking anymore. But I couldn't run away without giving myself some kind of hope for the future. Everyone decided that I was competing whether you like it or not. You aren't the leader of the team. I'll get better, then show John and PBG. Shane raised his eyebrows, looking slightly amused at my proposal. I wish you all the best, Hana. I glared at Shane, then stomped out of the room. He would see. I just needed to practice. I sat in a field outside of the school, trying to incorporate Shane's tips into my strategy, changing the fundamentals of a playstyle was harder than I imagined it would be. It was even harder to motivate myself knowing that all of the single-player training was almost useless. I'd never even played the competitive version in it. There was an entirely new component, solid blocks you couldn't move or break. I wasn't interested in or any good at these types of games, so I couldn't practice with her. I rolled my eyes. As I did, something caught my attention, the back of a distinct yellow jacket. It was Ian. He would definitely know how to play, seeing as he was the puzzle representative of Hidden Block's team. I swiftly grabbed my backpack and plopped myself next to him. Hey! Mind helping me practice Dumby Doom's revenge? My brain caught up to what my body executed. My confidence dwindled. I laughed weakly, trying to ignore my rapidly beating heart. I mean, if you're not doing anything important...
Hi.
Hi, Hana. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You're playing Dumby Doom's revenge in the tournament, right? I'm, well, a replacement for John in the puzzle department. He gave a skeptical smirk in response. You're my opponent, then? Yes, that's correct. If you were a good competitor, you wouldn't help me, but if you were a good person... I shrugged innocently, though Ian wasn't so convinced. Yeah! What do you say? I've never played a two-player, I just wanted to know what it's like. Come on, it took a lot of me to come over here and ask this. Alright. I have to warn you, though, I'm very good. There's a reason Hidden Block chose me. I compete in the puzzle category every single year. I don't know how much you'll learn by losing, but I'll joust. We are supposed to... Let's see. Give me your best and then quickly... I was gonna choose that anyway. Maybe I should just listen to myself. But not about the heart stuff, like the love part. Let's not listen to myself on that, because obviously I suck, apparently. He puts his hand in defeat. Don't say I didn't warn you. He took his phone out of his pocket and started up the game. Mine was already loaded, so I set up the room. Alright, room name? Oh, I assume it's Hana Rules. And the password? Ian Drools. He raised an eyebrow. Should have guessed. We'll see about that, won't we? I didn't get much time to practice with the tactics Shane mentioned, but it was apparent within the first few moments that I wouldn't need them. Right away, Ian set up 4 huge combos, and those cursed, unbreakable blocks came down right on top of what I was preparing. He buried me beneath blocks in under a minute of play. It was sad, really. Be quick, Hana. Nobody trying to win will give you enough time to plan out your combos. Shane said as much. He's helping you. Well, he's good, almost better than me. Why isn't he the puzzle person then? Ian shrugged. He's better at Mario Kart, what can I say? I felt like there was more to it than that. Can we try one more time? We don't have to go to class for another few minutes. Means? You're the only one that plays this game. Alright, if it's for practice, I can't say no. We set up a rematch in Hana Rules and began again. I looked up as the timer counted down and noticed Ian's eyes quickly scanning the screen, preemptively looking for combos. I should have been doing the same. If you remember what I told you, it should be better this time. Ian didn't lift his eyes from his phone, so he couldn't see me nod at him. When my gaze returned to the game, we had already started. My thumbs moved in a flurry in my desperation to catch up. I saw a 4 match right off the bat and swapped blocks. I figured out rather quickly it was a waste of time dealing with the unmatchable blocks, lovingly sent from Ian, but they're rapidly overtaking my screen. I lasted longer this time, but then Ian annihilated me and my poor blocks. I actually struggled for a bit this time. I tried to come up with a retort, but my mind was absolutely blank. He stretched out his hand for a handshake, and I realized he was being sincere. I wiped my sweaty palms on my skirt and gripped his hand. Pretty good for having never played competitively before this. He smiled mischievously at me and the bell rang.
Bye.
We should get to class. If you need anything else, you know where to find me, Challenger. Alright. Cool. It didn't matter what I did. Trophy hunts, high score achievements, video game paper crafts, even some plushies of obscure characters. Nothing interested or impressed Shane. It didn't help that my complete lack of talent in these areas meant that the things I made ended up an ugly mess. What was I supposed to do? I still didn't know Shane that well, but I knew someone who did. I hurried to John's dorm, wasting as little time as possible.
What's up?
Hey, Hana, what's up? Hey! John, I was wondering whether you might be able to help me with something. Something Shane-related. John already roused by his friend's name began to tap his chin. Do you have any idea what sort of gifts he likes, or if he might need anything?
Well,
Maybe he's been homesick? He doesn't say it, but it shows, and more than just his grumpy face. Homesick. I thought of my father's letter tucked under my pillows back in my dorm room, and the strain of being surrounded by people so clearly raised with more than I ever had. Poor Shane. Yeah, his appetite, his attitude, even the way he walks, he's all sad. The concern in his words was hidden behind his very ever-cheery tone. John turned his attention fully to me, then continued just as cheerily. He keeps talking about wanting a British flag for his dorm, the symbol of his homeland, the banner of his patriotism, the mark of his lineage, you know, that sort of thing. That'd probably be the easiest thing to get. Well, that could be nice, but I was hoping to get him something a little more creative than that.
Hey!
Then you should make one for him. He ushered me inside, then went over to his desk to retrieve something. He returned with a stack of old gaming magazines and a pair of scissors.
Yeah!
Let's do this. Wait. After a short few hours of snipping, we crafted a Union Jack that any grade school art teacher would be proud of. After thanking John for his help, I rushed over to Shane's room, eagerness coursing through my veins. I knocked a few times on the front door, but there didn't seem to be any movement or noise coming from inside. I tried again, this time a little more aggressively. Almost instantly, a clamor roared out, as if I woke some slumbering beast. Had a drink, dehydrated. Shane opened the door halfway, his body positioned so as to block vision into the other parts of his room. Are you okay? Did I interrupt anything? I'm fine, don't worry about it. He squinted, staring at the colorful collage tucked under my arm. What are you up to? I stepped away from the door and folded the flag and held it out as if it were going to be strung up then and there. Shane's looks intensified into intrigue and intrigued disgust. Is that... Yeah! A Union Jack. John told me you were feeling a little down because you've been away from home for so long, but... His disgusted glare lifted from the flag to me.
What?
Why are you bothering him with stuff like that? Why go through the trouble? My hands retracted, crumbling the flag at its edges. I was trying to do something nice. I didn't want to get you something you didn't need or want, so I asked to make sure. My heart was beating fast and my body started to feel warm. I couldn't let it deter me. I had to stand my ground. This was just how Shane was with people. Taking a deep breath, I straightened my arms out to properly show the flag. I made this for you because I wanted to show you that what I'm capable of. You don't have to hang it up or anything, but please accept it. Shane stepped out from the doorway, forcing me to step back and turn. He leaned in a bit, inspecting it. Then with a scoff, he took it in his own hands. He held it out like I had, turning and twisting the flag every which way for a critique's look at it. I get that it's scrapped together, but it looks like a ransom letter. It was an understandable complaint. John and I didn't exactly cross-reference her work, or our use of faded-out print gaming literature didn't help either. He shook his head, then unfolded the flag over his arm. Still, I guess it's not completely horrible. I suppose I can use this until I get something better.
Really?
Thank you. I mean, you're welcome. Maybe I was just seeing things, but I thought I saw him flash a smile. My heart was beating quicker than ever, but it felt completely different from when I was nervous. I hope you like it. Shane went back into his room, giving a small wave before shutting the door behind him. It took me a minute to realize how quickly he had accepted the flag and brought it back in with him. For a few seconds, I was just standing there, listening to my own heartbeat. If it weren't for one thing, I doubt I would have known he was still on the other side of the door. It was quiet, but I swear, I know for a fact I heard him say, "Thank you, Hana." He is such... Cutie pie. Cutie pie. The next few days, things proved to be a bit awkward between Shane and me. I thought my gift brought us closer together, but instead he avoided my eyes and was doing his best not to not even speak to me. After days of frustration, I decided to change tactics. At the opposite end of the hall, I spotted Shane. His attention still turned to the classroom he was leaving. This was my chance. I quickly made my way towards him, trying not to make it seem like I had some all-important ulterior motive. Shane! And I cautiously lifted my hand to greet him, only noticing because he responded with the same motion. Hey, did you know? I closed my eyes and prepared my cockneyous accent. And the Ultra System 2 game Caputo Driver, although you can play most of the game as Takeda, sorry. You need to assume your driver persona in order to deliver finishing blows to particular boss enemies. This being an attribute brought over from the source material's extensive history of dynamic climaxes. And that's where we're going to stop for today. I don't even know what Tana's doing. I feel like she's just trying her very best to impress Shane and try to get him to notice that she is very acceptable of the group. She should be in the group and stuff. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.